Running Village. We got a little Newton duo for you here. Doug's been training in both of these, and we have the Newton Gravity Neutral Trainer and the Newton Distance Neutral Trainer. And essentially, you know, what's the difference right away? Get you the specs as we go through this. Basically, a gravity trainer in Newton's line right now will give you the action-reaction technology in the forefoot and in the heel. When you go to a lighter weight shoe, this is basically a high mileage trainer, okay? All their stuff's pretty lightweight and pretty level feeling, low profile, but this is going to give you a little more under your foot. Then when you move into the distance trainer, the neutral version here, you're going to get action-reaction in the front end, but not in the heel. Action-reaction technology, we've shown you on some of our other videos previously, but what goes on is there's a chamber actually inside this rubber area of the shoe that this will come into. Because it's sitting on top of rubber, that rubber is going to then bounce back like a tennis racket. And what it does is it absorbs shock, but you also get some rebound for that. Instead of a shoe that's just got regular blown rubber on it, you know, a lot of times you lose some of that response. And so these give you a response. They will have that in their gravity trainers in the heel as well. So if you are someone that has a bit of a heel strike, you're going to get a little bit more protection from that in this than you will in the distance trainer. Okay? So let's start with the distance trainer because we know you've been in that a little bit longer. How many miles so far you think you got in them?
Probably about 100 miles.
Okay. And wear and tear, you know, we're starting to see a wear pattern on the front. Doug's very neutral. He's very much a midfoot striker. So Newton, for him, as you've gotten into these, what was the adjustment for you?
Not a whole lot of adjustment. The one thing I noticed on my first longer run of maybe 5-6 miles was just getting the legs used to running more midfoot.
Yeah, it reminds you to.
Yeah, it definitely reminds you to run more midfoot. But after the run, felt great. You know, feet feel great, so they do take a little bit, like they say, you know, work your way into them. But they are a fun, nice, comfortable shoe to run in.
You're telling me you don't really notice a difference with or without the action-reaction in the heel?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm running more midfoot.
Midfoot anyway.
So I don't really notice. I mean, there's a little wear on this one just because of the treadmill, but on this one you can't even hardly tell any wear, and everything is you just automatically your body starts adjusting to your running, and it's great. Essentially
100 miles, just starting to show wear on this. So far, I've never had a Newton that didn't last. You know, the 350-mile minimum that people want their shoes to last. And on the contrary, mine have lasted, you know, up into the 400-mile range. These have, these are probably only around 100 miles as well. You just started training in them. Rob was training in them prior to that. And really about the same wear look as these. Yep. So we're going to kind of let them keep training in them and see, and we'll give you final impressions if anything changes. But right now, it's a high mileage training shoe. It's something that reminds you nicely to midfoot strike and shorten up your gait. All right, guys, that's Newton Distance and Gravity Neutral Trainers. Check them out, runningvillage.com.